Welcome to Built for This, the podcast where real estate meets real life skills. Hosted by Andrea Lane and Alyssa Bicar, each episode features investors turning their unique edge into long-term rental success.
Hello and welcome to the Built for This podcast. I am your co-hostess, the consultress, Alyssa Bicar, here with my partner in crime, Andrea Lane, the fearless real estate investor.
So, hi, Alyssa, and thank you so much. Today, I'd like to introduce you to Natalie Spielmann. She is an international investor. She just doesn't have properties here in the United States. She's very active in the Florida community. She owns property as well as being a real estate agent. So she's really got her finger on the pulse of the luxury environment. So, Natalie, thank you so much for being here. Tell us a little bit about why you got into the real estate industry and how that evolved.
Yes, I started in 2007 as I worked for Global Bank in Europe, and I was a property manager there. And another small story to be investment in 2005. I needed to go for 3 months to England, and a friend from my study, he mentioned that I can do Airbnb. First experience or first feeling, I was not comfortable because somebody will sleep in my bed, use my bathroom. But I did it. As I came back, I decided that I need apartment only for Airbnb. I need to invest, and it was great investment. So it was not easy to find something what will be good for the money what I had, and also central and also good to rent out. But it was definitely also first experience how to do it. Yeah. And of course, the fundamental basis was from bank, yeah, at the global bank.
So it sounds like you got a start in a taste for it by your life circumstances. When you decided to put your investor hat on full throttle and really kind of make a dedication to creating an investment business, what was the inspiration or motivation for being as an identity, being a real estate investor?
So I will say, as real estate investor, I feel it really with the time and why. So as we came, for example, to US in 2019, it was end of the 2019. So we came with a baby, 3 months old, and I told to my husband, because I had already experience with selling property or renting out, I told we should not rent, we should buy a house. And we bought a new construction house. And it was great investment because after 4 years, so we invested 575,000. Now this house, and we had already offer 1,200,000 after 4 years. And of course, maybe it was luck. Maybe it was already some basis what I already had from Europe, how to invest. And it was new construction, new area. And it's close to Boca Raton, also very wealthy area. And the price was not overpriced. So I feel that because it was already family, that my life as investor started here in US, even if I already had something in Europe, but it was definitely not these numbers.
So what do you love most about investing? It sounds like you do a lot.
Yes, I'm doing a lot because I'm a realtor, I'm property manager, and I'm also super host at Airbnb so 6 years. I give also my tips how to do it. It is passive income, but it is not truly so passive. So the question was how I how I feel there.
Yeah, there's passive income that I've never found truly passive in anything that I've done, but it's as passive as you're going to get. I don't have to get up and be on that 9 to 5 drone every day. So makes it passive for me.
You
Yeah,
definitely need to do every day something. Picture, a new name, price drop, or even it is $1, but everything help to get your client. Also, as real estate, it is every day you need to do something. It is not like, oh, I'm here and clients and
oh, that
and
would be
my friends
wonderful.
and
I get it.
Yeah, stay in motion, right? Like make a dedication to do something every day to invest in your success, which it sounds like as your US identity and your dedication to real estate, it's you sounds like you've kind of explored a lot of the different realms in real estate. So when we hear people come to our podcast that are real estate investors and bring in their personal skills and acumen to the table, what for you is your personal or professional skills that translate into your real estate investment strategy?
yeah, so my skills are definitely several of them. So one is maybe also the where I come from. So I come from Ukraine, then immigrated to Germany, then immigrated to US, and I'm speaking 4 languages. It is also through this knowledge I can feel sometimes the mood of my clients. But it's not only that. Of course, I was for 15 years in banking, also as an anti-financial crime officer. So I know how to deal with the risks. I know how to deal also with some problematics, yeah, problematic situations. I know also about financial side, when is good time to invest. Even if we have at the moment 6.5% interest, I say to my clients as a real estate agent, better you invest now if you see good opportunity, then you can change the rate after 1 year. And sometimes there are some gifts on the market, like pool extra. So you can get house with a pool and you don't need to care about it. You don't need to it is already with the house. If you
Mhm.
will get another time when the interest is like 5%, there are more buyers than.
Yeah, so I'm hearing your knowledge of the real estate marketplace because you're a licensed realtor, your ability to speak in multiple languages and address multiple personas, like the culture of the person, and be sensitive to who they are and how they're behaving. Tell me a little bit more. I think this is where it looks like your unfair advantages is like your ability to read people. And when we were speaking in the green room before broadcast, you said, you have to know the risks and you have to understand and go talk to people. So when it comes to having your unfair advantage, like what you feel like gives you the edge as your real estate investor business strategy, tell us a little bit more about your ability to kind of feel people or like connect with people. How does that show up in the benefits in your business?
Yeah, definitely. I'm listening a lot. So, and I do the right questions maybe as well. And I learned it very naturally through my job as anti-financial crime specialist. I needed also to ask right questions. Of course, it is different kind of questions, but still I learned more to listen and less to talk. Uh, Also, so of course the background with my experience as a portfolio manager, I learned some simple tricks how to invest and when it's better to sell the property. And the simple trick is to sell after 20 years, you need to start to think about it because then this cash flow, it will it will just go down always. And also another 3 simple things, you should not buy a house, or you should buy a house uh, for not more than 3 years salary. So three
Uh,
three times.
Okay. Yep, three
yeah.
times your
Otherwise, you will get problems with the financing. So this should be your level.
That's a great tip. People should understand, at what point it makes sense. And for that, you're really talking about residential properties as opposed to investors, because I just want to put it in the perspective of who it's addressing. Because
Yeah.
investors, we're usually over leveraged on that 3-year plan, the more houses you own, right? So that yeah. So that's great. So what part of your business? I know you do property management. You do so much. So what part of your business do you like doing? Um, and when you're doing it, what's the biggest struggle you're having?
Uh, it is, I cannot say something is better. It is just time. Sometimes some part is working better than another, but all of these parts, like to be Airbnb host, to prepare everything, to understand what my tenants will need, and it is also very high, yeah, luxury segment. I need to care about it. I need to think before people come. I need to ask questions. And then when I are satisfied, it makes me a lot of fun and I'm very happy about it. Then as a real estate agent, of course, through this job, I automatically learn more about another properties. And I think to myself, so maybe this will be also good investment. Then I talk to my husband, family, and also, so like a investor, it make a lot of fun to get the key and to start to to earn. Yeah, after everything is set up, then you just see that it works.
So
What
do
you
you
do.
have, I see where you're going and everything sounds great, but I know in real estate there's always something that's not quite right. And what is it right now in your life that seems to be moving, shaking, or not really where it fits?
Yeah, what my experience is, and I believe with another realtors we will go confirm. It is that in Miami and in Florida area, it is a lot of new construction homes. So more than people buying it. So now you need to be more creative to get clients and also yeah, to get them buy it because you showing the great opportunities, you spend your time, and on the end they decide to go back, to go home and buy something there, even not in Florida. And then you
Mm.
sit there and think, so, okay, next client is the same game. Or sometimes they say, because the interest is so high, they want to spend this money maybe next year. So you definitely have more work at the moment. Still, what's changed where you can work at the moment is luxury segment. It's so surprisingly a lot of people moving to Palm Beach County area. Here are a lot of very expensive luxury homes, and yeah, people from all over the world, also from New York, Chicago, California. They move here. They buy home. They're buying homes here. They have their um, yeah, I think they work from home. The most of
Yeah.
them, I know they work from home.
Sounds like it sounds like you're managing multiple cultures inside of your microcosm. Like you have your multiple languages, and now you have people in your area that are coming from other geographies, even though they're maybe in the United States already, but you're dealing with different cultures, people wanting to buy in your marketplace. And I love that you're already fluent and fluid, not only as an agent, but as a property manager and as a real estate investor. So like I'm seeing this beautiful schematic of all the ways that you are like boss lady of your entire empire. And so like my question for you is, in your real estate and like putting on your real estate investor hat for us now, the properties that you have, are you also playing property manager in those properties that you have for your personal investment?
yes. I also to go out and be a landscaper. And it was maybe just last month. Neighbor wrote that the palm grow too close to his house. That
Yeah.
cows that some aunts came to his house, and I searched immediately for some landscaper who can come. I I already paid one, but he never came. And my neighbor here, he was not, it was just a neighbor to my investment property. He told me, you need to come, you need to come, you need to bring somebody. Then I just went to Home Depot, bought everything to cut the palm, and I did it myself. He came out from his house. He was so surprised. Also, you here? You did it? And I told him, what shall I do? You wanted that I'm doing it. I want that you are happy, that I'm happy, so I did it.
I mean, take the bull by the horns, they say, you know.
Yes.
Try and try again, but it sounds like you don't let circumstance knock you down, even though you are chief cook and bottle washer. You are the owner, the manager, and also the investor in this space. You're like, if it needs to get done, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. So, I mean, like, high five for that. That is a great lesson that we can share forward here with our audience because oftentimes in the real estate investment business, you have to be agile. There's, you know, in my portfolio, knowing that sometimes I'm on acquisitions, sometimes I'm in property management interfacing, and sometimes it's just the financing and figuring out how to restructure things. So you have to figure out what you're good at and then know who else to go to. Like in your case, you didn't have a landscaper or someone you could, a pest control that could come and help you out. So you're like, okay, this is something I need to learn. And that resilience is something that, you know, I feel like every real estate investor should hear because it's not like having a job and having a role of that's really super well defined. It kind of comes at you. Andrea, would you agree?
Oh, 100%. There's nothing common. Anything about real estate, the answer is it depends. It depends on the day of the week, what's going right, what's going wrong. Yeah, nothing's calm and easy.
Yeah.
Um,
So is this it seems like you have a nice little portfolio going for yourself here as an investor in the Florida market. Are you wanting to grow it or are you satisfied with the number of units you have right now?
Yes, our next plans are to build, um, yeah, to build multi-family house with maybe the 10 apartments. That will be the next plan. I had already some calls with the construction company. At the moment, I'm still developing the business plan,
Hmm.
and it is still plan, but we are developing it. So that will be the next step. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that sounds like an exciting year you have coming up.
Yeah, it is a lot of things would make fun also. It is not like it is always to do something. Yes, you need sometimes you need definitely understand the risk. For example, with the palm. So if I will not care about it, you always need also to take your responsibility for everything what you're doing, even if it is a palm. But what can happen is punishment money. Some angry neighbors, they can make your life also difficult. So better everyone is happy and you did as soon as possible all your work, even if you need to go and care about this problem in your own.
yeah.
And, and it is work, but on the end you're happy because you think, so, oh, yeah, some nothing happened, so everything is good now. Everyone is happy.
That's your hope, right?
Yeah.
So I'd like to really thank you for the time you've taken with us today. Really appreciate hearing your insights. I love the international flavor and, multiple language. I can barely speak English well, so I really appreciate that in people. So if people want to connect with you, what's the best way to do that?
Yes, so the phone number 786-557-2968. I have there some settings, so it will be automatically first, and then I will read over what was written and will respond there. Or the email, it is Natalie At the moment, it's still the same, natalie.juvenal@gmail.com or LinkedIn, Natalie Juvenal. So you will find me by my name, but I will change it to Natalie Spielmann because I just got my US citizenship, and I will change to Spielmann everywhere.
That's
That is
excellent.
so
Thank
good.
you so much.
Yeah, well, you heard it here. You don't have to be one trick pony. You can be a lot of different things and love and enjoy the spice and the flavor of life in who you talk to, how you go about building your real estate journey. And we are just so grateful to have you here to share your insights and wisdom. We get to pay that forward to our audience, but also to us as individuals. Like Andrea and I we always leave these interviews better than we arrive to them because we get to learn and immerse ourselves in your story. So thanks a million for being here with us. If you're listening to us on the broadcast, we will have another amazing guest lined up for you right after this. So don't go away. You've seen it here first on the Built for This podcast.
This wraps another episode of Built for This. If you're a real estate investor with a unique edge, apply to join us at builtforthisshow.com/guest.